Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. My name is Daniel Ackerman. I am a listing specialist with the Manhattan Home Team, part of the New York Home Teams group at Keller Williams. Welcome to the channel and welcome to the Tuesday tip. And what we're doing is a series of 20 top tips for co-op, condo, and townhome owners in Manhattan for selling in 2024. The top 20 tips for selling in 2024. And this is tip number 2 in that series of 20 tips. And the tip is interview agents early. One of the biggest mistakes that I see a lot of homeowners make is that they wait far too long to interview agents for the job of selling their property. And then on top of that, they might only interview one. And it's not the best recipe for finding the best match, finding the best agent, or recipe for success. So my biggest suggestion is that if you are thinking, even just thinking of selling anytime in the next 12 months, you want to interview agents as soon as possible. And the reason for that is that an agent can be an invaluable resource to you as you go through the decision-making process and prepare for the possibility of selling your property. So they can really help you kind of figure out your priorities and your needs and help you decide whether it's actually right to sell or not. They can help you in preparation for a sale. A great agent will identify strengths and weaknesses to your property, identify ways that you can improve either the value of the property or the likelihood that you'll sell quickly. And they can help you with every step along the way, connecting you to vendors, connecting you to real estate attorneys, connecting you to contractors, and doing everything necessary to really prepare you for the moment that you actually decide to put the property on the market and list it online for sale. Many sellers tend to take the perspective that the agent just, takes the listing and puts it online and shows the apartment. And that's maybe 1% or 5% of what an agent's actual value is. Most of the value in your agent is actually in the preparation for the sale and helping you through that process, and then later in the negotiation of offers and getting you through to the closing table and protecting your equity. That's where the majority of the agent's value is. And so it's really important to interview agents early on in the process so that you get the maximum benefit of speaking to an agent. The second part of this is that you want to interview more than one agent. The statistics show that most sellers typically hire the first agent they speak to. But that's just like throwing a dart at a dartboard with your eyes closed and hoping that you hit the bullseye. You really should interview multiple agents. And I always encourage, even people that I'm speaking to, where it may actually be, not in my best interest to introduce competition, I always encourage clients to speak to more than one agent. The reason being is, number one, I'm very confident in the value that I bring to a client, but I'm only half of that equation. The client has to feel that I'm a good fit for them. So when you're hiring an agent, you want to make sure that the person that you're hiring not only is a capable agent, which there are thousands of capable agents in Manhattan, but you want to make sure that they're specifically the right agent for you. And so that brings us to the third part of this equation, which is how do you decide? How do you decide who the right agent for you is? Well, number one, I believe that agents should be able to show their work. So when you're speaking to agents and they're telling you things about your property's value or about the market, you should ask to see their work. Can you show me the data that you're using to come up with that opinion or with that assessment? Can you show me the comps that you're using? Can you show me what you've done in the past? Can you, in essence, ask that agent to demonstrate objective, black and white information that you can use to verify the things that they are telling you. Very important. You want to make sure that whatever that agent is telling you, you actually have something that can back that up. So it's very important. That's the first part. And the second part of this is personality, communication style. Make sure when you are speaking to agents that you're really paying attention to their communication style. Do they communicate with you in the style that you need, that you want? That's very important. The relationship is going to be very difficult and very stressful if that communication style is not in line. It's not to say that there's one right communication style. It's just to say that whatever communication style you prefer in an agent, you want to make sure that the agents that you're interviewing demonstrate that. Whether it's somebody that you can just delegate everything to and they'll just take the ball and run with it and get it done and just give you the bottom line, or if you want somebody that's much more consultative and high frequency of communication, whatever communication style you need or want, you want to make sure that the agent that you're interviewing demonstrates that. So, be very observant of that and make sure that you establish a relationship with an agent that makes you feel confident that the information is valid, makes you feel comfortable that they communicate with you on your level, and that can provide you all of that help well in advance of listing the home. That brings me to my very last point, which is that if you're on a longer timeline, the agents that you speak to should be comfortable with that. So pay very close attention to how they react or act with you when you let them know, well, I'm not looking to sell for another 6 to 12 months. For me, that's great. I love when somebody calls me 6 to 12 months in advance because it allows me to really prepare them and get everything, establish that relationship and build that trust and kind of walk them through every step of the way, because there's a lot of things that homeowners think they know, but there's a lot that they're unaware of from the perspective of a professional real estate agent. And so that gives me that chance to educate them and to build that value. On the other hand, you might have agents that just want you to sign on the dotted line the minute they walk in the door. That might work for you, but you want to pay close attention to it if it's not something that you are looking for. Somebody who's constantly looking to just get you to sign on the dotted line, you've got to wonder if they're very transactional or if they are going to be that consultative kind of agent that maybe you're looking for. So that's the tip for this week. Interview those agents early, interview more than one, and make sure that it's a good fit. I'm going to go into more depth on this topic in a future video. So if you're interested in that, make sure to subscribe and then hit the bell icon and you'll get notifications of all of our new videos. We post Monday market updates and occasionally some Monday, we call it the Manhattan Minute, where we go over some interesting real estate headlines. We do these Tuesday tips for both homeowners and home buyers. And we do longer form, more in-depth videos on specific topics sort of interspersed throughout the week. So if you subscribe and hit the bell icon, you'll get notifications of all of that. If you found value in this, then please give it a thumbs up. And if you have any questions or comments, make sure to post them in the comment section below. That helps us out a lot with the YouTube algorithm, obviously. And you can always contact me as well. My information is on screen and in the description below. Thanks again for watching, and we hope to see you again soon. Bye-bye. The process, a great agent will be able to identify strengths and weaknesses of your